You are my favorite woman. You are my favorite woman. Not because beauty chose you. Though beauty bows before your face. Though the sun lingers on your skin. Though the moon envies your glow. You are my favorite woman. Because in you, the desert finds its oasis. The sea finds its calm. The falcon finds its sky. And I find myself. You are my favorite woman. Because silence bends to hear you. Your voice is softer than dawn. Yet stronger than storms. It carries no sword. Yet it conquers my fears. It carries no chains. Yet it binds me forever. I have heard the songs of poets. I have heard the chants of warriors. I have heard the waves roar and the thunder rage. None of them reach me. The way your whisper does. When it dares to say my name. You are my favorite woman. Because your absence is a wound. And your presence is a cure. Because the world dims without you. And burns when you are near. Because the night becomes endless exile. Until your light walks in. And teaches the stars how to shine again. I have known many faces. Passed through many cities. Wandered through seas and deserts. But none held me the way you do. None carved their names into the walls of my heart. The way you carved yours. Not with force. Not with cruelty. But with the tenderness of water. Shaping stone. You are my favorite woman. Because you see the man behind the falcon. The rider behind the horse. The poet behind the verses. The soul behind the crown. The world looks at me and sees a name, a title, a shadow of power. You look at me and see a man who trembles. A man who longs. A man who drowns in silence. And by seeing me, you save me. You are my favorite woman. Because every poem I write is a mirror of you. Even when I try to write of the sea, it becomes your eyes. Even when I try to write of the desert, it becomes your voice. Even when I try to write of sorrow, it becomes your absence. You haunt the ink. You haunt the silence. You haunt the very breath I take. The falcon knows your name. I whispered it to him once. And he soared higher. As if carrying your spirit to the clouds. The horse knows your name. I spoke it in his ear. And he galloped faster. As if rushing to bring me to your side. The sea knows your name. I carved it into its tide. And it answered me with waves that echoed your laughter. The desert knows your name. I sang it into the wind. And the sand carried it endlessly. So that every dune whispers you. Long after I am gone. You are my favorite woman. Because my loneliness fears you. Whenever you arrive. Loneliness hides itself. Trembles in the corner. Runs from the light you carry. You are the exile's return. The drowning man's shore. The lost falcon's sky. The forgotten poem's voice. You are my favorite woman. Not because I chose you. But because my soul recognized you. Before my body did. Because my heart knew your rhythm. Before my ears heard your voice. Because my dreams carried your shadow. Long before I saw your face. You are my favorite woman. Because you do not You are my favorite woman. Because even in my darkest hours, I find your light waiting for me. When trouble hunts me. When silence strangles me. When nights stretch longer than eternity itself. I only have to close my eyes. And see your face. And the storm kneels before your calm. You are my favorite woman. Because you teach me the meaning of surrender. Not the surrender of defeat. Not the surrender of weakness. But the surrender that frees me. from my own pride. You stripped the crown from my head. With nothing but your smile. And I do not fight it. I welcome it. For you are the only throne my heart longs to kneel before. When you walk into the room, I forget the world. Its noise fades. Its demands vanish. Its weight falls from my shoulders. You are the oasis I have searched for. The shade that protects me. The water that revives me. The desert of my chest blooms in your presence. Its barren dunes turning into gardens of promise. You are my favorite woman. Because your silence speaks louder than the voices of nations. I have seen the power of men. I have seen the noise of kings. But none of them strike me the way your quiet gaze does. When you look at me, the world disappears. When you touch me, time itself bows. When you smile, the pain I hide crumbles into dust. You are my favorite woman. Because you carry storms inside your gentleness. You are soft as water. Yet you drown me. You are light as air. Yet you suffocate me. You are fire and you burn me. Yet I walk willingly into your flames. For I would rather burn with you than live untouched by your fire. The sea knows nothing of the tides you summon in me. The desert knows nothing of the thirst you ignite. The sky knows nothing of the heights you take me to. The falcon knows nothing of the freedom your love gives me. Even poetry fails, for all words are too small to hold you, too fragile to carry the weight of your name. You are my favorite woman. Because I fear losing you. I fear the silence that would follow your absence. I fear the emptiness that would devour me whole. I fear the way my heart would collapse without your rhythm. Like a falcon with broken wings. Like a rider without his horse. Like a poet without his pen. I confess this fear to you. Not because it shames me, but because it proves the truth. That I am nothing without you. That the man the world sees, the writer, the falconer, the poet, the prince, is only an empty shadow. If you are not beside him, you are my favorite woman. Because you are both wound and cure. You hurt me with your absence. You heal me with your touch. You break me with your silence. You rebuild me with your smile. You confuse me. You save me. You destroy me. You complete me. How strange that one heart can hold such contradiction. How strange that one woman can be both the arrow and the shield. But I welcome it all. The joy, the pain, the madness. For even your cruelty is sweeter than any other's kindness, and even your silence is louder than the world's applause.